Hi, so I'm back. It's my first video since the first one, which was I think almost 8 months ago, almost a year ago, maybe over 8 months to be honest. Which is crazy to think that like I had the inspiration in that moment, but that just goes to show how far it got. That just goes to show how far inspiration actually goes because I hadn't made a video since then. But I do want to make this be like a real life journey. Show like I'm not gonna pretend as if this was like I want to basically call myself out so that if anybody else is thinking about, oh shit, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, and you will not realize how quickly 8 months goes by, and you lose that drive because you're afraid your life is gonna fucking change, and this obviously will change my life, whether it just be to help somebody else, or just release my thoughts, kind of a active therapy. It's crazy. YouTube is my therapist. But that aside, what I want to talk about today is, I guess, contrast, and how important it is. So basically, I'm in college right now. I'm at that point where I'm almost ready to graduate. Almost ready. No, I'm almost at the graduation point. A couple months away, and I want to say I do know it, but if I'm hesitating, I guess I really don't. But I know what I want to achieve, in a sense. However, it's not the traditional route, and I guess I've been just trying to live in the moment and kind of putting my career on the back burner. And I mean fully, like, I wouldn't do the things that are necessary to achieve them. Like, I'll have little stints here and there of motivation, and I'll go kill it in the books, and I'll read a book, and I'll do this and I'll do that, and it lasts for like 3-4 days at most, and then I fall back off. And every time I fall back off, it becomes so much harder, because in the back of my mind, all I can remember is, well, remember the last time you were Mr. Motivated? What happened then? You failed yourself. And as much as you want to say, okay, just think positively, man. None of that matters, man. Just start over, man. All these things. It doesn't get rid of it. And it's a very real thing. Because you're thinking to yourself, oh, what's the point? I'm just going to fail myself again. But logically, obviously, that you're supposed to get back up on the horse. You've heard it in every damn motivational video ever. Get back on the horse, get back on the horse, get back on the horse. But, talk has always been cheap. Always been very abundant. And high in supply, low in demand, But that aside, it basically is easier said than done. And when every time you fail yourself, all you can think about is, you failed last time, to the point where I didn't even want to watch anything motivational. I didn't want to read. I didn't want to do anything but distract myself, and that I did. I distracted myself with everything but fucking work, right? Everything but work. Because I was afraid. Like, I'm afraid to fail myself again. I'm afraid to disappoint myself again. It hurts. But it got to a point not too long ago, actually a couple days from when I'm recording this, 2 days ago, that I couldn't, like, I literally would walk around. I'd get validation from whoever, whether it be girls, just, having a great social life. I had to work to achieve, mind you. But all these external things, grades are going well, I'm healthy, in great shape. Yet I still, like, none of it would hit. And then I started to I think I was watching the Gary Vee video, like, really huge shout outs to him. I knew about him from way back. I want to say maybe 2 years ago. I read, like, Crush It. I don't think he was as sort of established as he is today. But Yeah, so sorry, I thought my microphone went out. But yeah, he said something like that. I knew of him, but like I had heard it all. I've read all the books, and I'm still not at square one, but I'm still like I'm expecting something to do it for me. And I'm expecting it to be in one big swoosh, even though consciously I know this isn't true, but my behaviors are saying something else. Um, so yeah, basically what I learned is the reason I was feeling so unfulfilled is because I know every time I go to bed, I'm like, oh, I should be working on my career. I should be putting things forward. I should be making that effort. I should be making that change. I know logically, like, I'm not getting any younger. It's not going to get any easier. Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day. But how many things are we putting off? Saying the same thing, right? Whether it be, today I should leave my abusive relationship, or I know I'm not happy with this person, like, we put it off, or whether it be today I will like not be a victim of that person who hurt me, and I'm going to start anew. I know that pitying myself here another day won't help the situation. Yeah, we put it off, whether it be somebody else's career. Well, I want to be I want to create the first I don't know toy house, or like, obviously toy house is toy house that flies, and that's been your dream. Yet you put it off and theorize, and the Gary Vee vid just put it in perspective for me. It's contrast. The reason I'm feeling so unfulfilled with every other pleasure is because I'm always sort of pleasuring myself. That sounds anyway. So I'm already, like, whether it be actually doing nothing and just lying in bed, but in a way I'm not working, so it's kind of like pleasuring myself. I'm like kind of loafing around, not putting in much effort. And I'll go play with not play with my friends, that sounds so childish. Like, I'll go shoot some pool with my friends, or play soccer, play basketball, or discuss things and theorize how we're gonna make it big without taking the action. Then we're making the same doing the same little bullshit that everybody else is doing, and expect that somehow we're special and we're gonna make it, and they're not. Like, what are you doing? Why are you so special? Like, why are you gonna make it with minimal work, whereas there are people out there grinding, and you're gonna somehow make it over them? Why? And I really had to get rid of this kind of I'm special complex. But yeah, that contrast of knowing. And I'll give an example. That yesterday I stayed in to shut my phone off all day for, I think it was 18 hours. No distractions, just fully, because the pain had like bundled up, the pain of inaction. And I just had to sit down. But here's the key too, something I learned. The contrast is what makes things great, or makes leisure feel good. Because if you're always pleasuring yourself, then there's no contrast. But if you work and play, then it's like you really enjoy the play and you really value the work. But also, he said, be patient, right? I didn't really realize that I wasn't being patient. Like, I'm always like thinking, within 2 years I'm gonna make it big. But just be patient. Just take it. And to get back, the reason I always screwed up was because whenever I had those motivational stints, I try to take on 50 new habits at a time, right? And right now I have a whiteboard that I wrote something down on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just, like, literally it says, simply remain consistent at the small things. Like, that's it. Like, right now, you suck. You suck at being disciplined. I suck at being disciplined, right? I suck at sticking to my word. I suck at pushing through pain and discomfort within certain areas of my life. I suck, and if I'm gonna not suck, I'm gonna have to change how I am. And the way I'm going to do this is by building small little habits. And maybe for a whole week, I'm going to do nothing. Like right now, my current goal, the only goal I have for sure is to get up and read the quote of the week that I wrote down every morning. Currently, it's a Les Brown quote that says, "You can't see the picture if you're in the frame." And all I have to do whenever I get up in the morning, read that. Now, I read other things, listen to other things, but that is the only obligation I have. Read that quote. And it seems so silly. Like, oh, what? Like you could be doing crazy things, like do it big. But I always run out of steam. I'm tired of like disappointing myself. So I'm gonna get that ritual in. Tony Robbins, another big inspiration of mine. He believes very strongly in rituals, and if that guy says rituals are important, one of the most powerful men on the planet, influential men on the planet, if he's saying some shit, what the fuck do I know? Maybe I should take heed. It's another thing you gotta really like. You always say if you read a book and they say a little thing, I'm like, this guy has what you want. Yet you think you know more than he does. What? I don't need to do rituals. That's a lot. Blah blah blah. Now mind you, not everything is for everybody, but at least give it a shot. And for now, I'm gonna try to get up, read a quote every day. Get a new code every week, read that, and have that kind of fuel running in my subconscious, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day. I don't know how it's going to affect me. Maybe there's going to be a moment where it just pops up and it's like, yes, or I'm going to be having a conversation with somebody and they may regurgitate the same quote I had on the thing that week, and that sparks something. That's a great relationship. And that's happened a few times before, just coincidental things, if you believe in coincidence. But yeah, like as you can see, I'm not perfect at this talking about whatever. I probably look that right there. I probably had a lot of ums, uhs, and obviously this is just off the cuff, off the top of my head, just spewing out my thoughts. But again, I wanted this to be kind of a journal, and then as I learn, I'll share my information. And hopefully, if somebody else is going through the same sort of sticking point in their life, they too can get value from this and say, hey, that's exactly what I'm going through right now. And I can relate. And what did he do? And you can check the video for tomorrow or 5 weeks from now and see, like, how have I progressed since making this habit a thing. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for listening or watching or whatever I'm going to put for this. And yeah, bye.